Our civil society group Accountability Now has written to President Cyril Ramaphosa calling for the suspension of Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane. The organization wants the Public Protector to be removed pending the outcome of removal proceedings in Parliament. Accountability Now's director says the President should suspend the Public Protector while Parliament makes its decision. Now, the director of Accountability Now, Advocate Paul Hoffman, joins us to outline their grievances with the Public Protector. Advocate Paul, good evening and thank you very much for your time on the newsfeed late night. Seems you are raining on the Public Protector's parade. Here she is, wanting to celebrate a clean audit, the first one of its kind in 25 years in her office. You want her suspended. Why?
We want her suspended because the Constitutional Court has found in the appeal proceedings by Absa Bank and the Reserve Bank, in which they successfully reviewed a report and remedial action of hers. The finding was that she had deliberately misled the court, which translated into criminal activity means that she has committed perjury. The Hawks have been persuaded that that is the case, and the National Prosecuting Authority has prepared a summons with 3 charges in it. And it's on that basis that we have drawn the judgment to the attention of the Criminal Justice Administration, and it has responded positively to what it has read in the judgment of the Constitutional Court and in its own investigation of the circumstances under which the Public Protector came to make false sworn statements in her court papers.
Now, Paul, am I correct to say that you laid the perjury complaint against the Public Protector in August 2019? What evidence are you looking at that you're presenting to the court?
The only evidence that we relied on in making the complaint, we put the ball in play with the criminal justice authorities. It's their job to investigate allegations of criminality, and all that we did was to say, look here, the Constitutional Court has found all the elements of perjury in this civil matter. Will you please investigate it criminally? That has been done, and the Public Protector will be appearing in the Pretoria Magistrates Court on the 21st of next month to face those charges.
Yeah, there are reports in some newspapers that are saying that President Cyril Ramaphosa, the one that you're calling to suspend the Public Protector, is allegedly applying pressure for the Public Protector to be charged. You know anything about that?
I have seen the independent online report on the matter, and I've also seen a statement from the presidency denying that the president is in any way seeking to influence or interfere with the work of the National Prosecuting Authority. And I would not expect him to do so anyway, because he knows and has actually emphasized it at question time in Parliament, that he, as head of the executive, has nothing to do with the independent functioning of the National Prosecuting Authority, which is constitutionally enjoined to act without fear, favor, or prejudice, which it obviously cannot do if it's acting at the beck and call of the president. Now, so there's a denial from the presidency that is a genuine news report, and you and I are busy discussing fake news at the moment.
Let's talk then about how the Public Protector has reacted and responded to the latest court rulings, which were found adverse against her. But I add that there are some that found favorable towards her, particularly around the issue of personal costs. But let's talk about how she views this as a concerted effort to undermine that office of the Public Protector. Saying, I mean, in our courts, in fact, that's what her tweet says, in our courts, you really don't even have to just come up with a convincing case. You must just simply lay a charge on the Public Protector and the rest the courts will take care of.
Well, nobody's laid charges against the Public Protector other than Accountability Now. All the other matters that she has been involved in relate to the incompetent way in which she prepares her reports. Sometimes it's incompetence coupled with dishonesty, as was found in the Reserve Bank matter, and sometimes it's just plain incompetence. And this came to our attention as long ago as January 2017, when she'd been in office for a couple of months. We drew it to the attention of the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Justice. We asked them to carpet her, and we asked them to get her to answer 13 questions that we had asked of her, which she refused to answer, saying that she cannot investigate herself. Well, we weren't asking her to investigate herself. We were asking her to account for her conduct and for the way in which she was running the supposedly confidential investigations into the Reserve Bank and the contract between the State Security Agency and CIEX. Now, the difficulty that the Public Protector has is of her own making. She does not seem to understand that she has to work within the parameters of the law, and that the Constitution only allows her to take appropriate remedial action in any case that crosses her desk. She doesn't do that, and she is constantly being reversed on review, because those who have been told to take the remedial action are bound to either take it or take her on review. And that is why she's constantly in court, and she loses because she is not competent. That is the complaint that the Democratic Alliance has brought against her. We add to that complaint that she has misconducted herself, which is another hanging offense for a public protector, by seeking to deliberately mislead the court in the way that she deposes to affidavits that she files in court proceedings. Now, clearly, it's not appropriate that a person with this amount of flack around her head should be running as important an office as the office of the Public Protector, which is why, getting back to your introduction, we have asked the President to exercise his discretion under Section 194 of the Constitution to suspend her while the parliamentary process against her unfolds. If she is allowed to continue in her office, a lot of the money that is voted to her office is going to be wasted on legal costs unnecessarily incurred, instead of on responsive action that assists the people of South Africa.
That was Director of Accountability, now Advocate Paul Hoffman, calling for the suspension of the Public Protector. Stay with